Okay, guys, welcome to Basic. Today we're going to be working on some word problems with decimals, and I just want to read this. So it says 10 members of the science club went to the museum. It cost $7.25 for each member of the club. If 90 members went to the museum, how much would it be, or what would the total cost be? Okay, so some of this stuff really, I know word problems get wordy, but we have to really look at what it's asking for. So the last sentence here, I'll put this in red here. So it said if 90 members went to the museum, how much would it be? That's kind of what this question is asking. So up top, it's got 10 members of the science club went to the museum. It cost $7.25. So the cost is also important. So we know it costs $7.25 to get in. And now we know it's asking if 90 members of the club went. How much would it be? So really what we have is a multiplication problem here. We have 90 members and we have to multiply that times the cost to get in, which is $7.25. That's the crux of this word problem. It does say up top that 10 members went, but we're not worried about those 10 members. We'll get down to the bottom. It says if 90 members went to museum, how much would it cost, or the total cost? So we know it's going to be 90 times 7.25. Okay, so if we do this, 90 times 7.25. Okay. Remember, I was using columns. Yes, so you certainly don't have to do that. But we're going to have 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 9 is 45. Then we have 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 9 is 18. And the last, we're going to have 7 times 0 is 7. And 7 times 9 is 63. So, oops. What the total cost is going to be is 0, 5, 2, carry the 1. That's 2, 5, 6. So it's going to be $625.20. Okay. And one thing you could do, just so you get like kind of a general idea, is if you just did 90 or 9 times 6, 63. So 90 times 7 is 630. But remember, there's a little bit bigger because of 25 cents. So it's going to be $625.50. So that'd be the total cost. Okay. So I want to just go back up to this. And the thing is, a lot of times in word problems, really like the last sentence is maybe where they're asking what they want you to do. So let's look at another one. It says Joe pays $1.63 for a cappuccino. Oops. On days he's running late to work. Okay. It says 1 week he was late on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then it says once again, the last sentence. How much did he spend on cappuccinos for the week? Okay, so let's read this again. Joe pays $1.63 for a cappuccino on days he's running late to work. 1 week he was late on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. How much did he spend on cappuccinos for the week? So what we're trying to do, if you look at it, it says how much did he spend on cappuccinos for the week? Okay. So in this week, he was late Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that means 3 days in that week he was late. So 3 days he was going to get a cappuccino. And if we look back up here, how much is a cappuccino? Well, a cappuccino is $1.63. So what we need to do, we know it's a multiplication problem because how much did he spend for the week? So 3 days he spent $1.63 on cappuccinos because he was late Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if we're going to do this, it'd be, three. Oops, let me get a different color here so this works out a little bit better. $3 times $1.63. Okay. We have 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 3 is 18. And then 1 times 0, 1 times 0, 1 times 3. So 0, 0, 9, 8, 4. And there's 2 decimals. Actually, 4 decimals. So there'd be one decimal place, 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places. So what we'd want to do is go over 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And what he did, he spent $4.89. Okay, so if you look up here, you guys, I put those 2 zeros in there. You don't have to, but sometimes it makes it easier for you because it was 3 days. But anytime you put a 0 after the decimals, it doesn't mean anything. It just gives you balance. So since there's already 2 decimals in there, maybe it makes it easier for you. You don't have to put those zeros in there. You could have just done 3 times $1.63. I just happen to put them in there, okay? That's really up to you. But let's go back and look at this word problem just so we're clear here. So it says Joe pays $1.63. So if you got this on the test, it might be a pretty good idea to underline the $1.63 because that's going to be kind of important for a cappuccino on days he's running late to work. And 1 week he was late on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I underline those days because they're putting him in there. It's probably going to be pretty important. And then it just asks in the last sentence, how much did he spend on cappuccino for the week? Okay. It's not he didn't get one every single day, so it's not 7 days. It's only days he was late. And according to this, he was just late on 3 days, that Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. So let's do one more here. And I will put some of these up for practice for you. Okay. So this one's a little more straightforward. It says Courtney saves $6.18 each week. How much will she save after 14 weeks? How much will Courtney have saved after 14 weeks? Okay, so some important figures here. So she saves 6 to 18 a week, and it asks how much will she save after 14 weeks. So if you know she's saving $6.18 a week, it's going to be a multiplication problem, and we're going to basically multiply the savings each week times the number of weeks. So it's $6.18 times 14. So we would just do, and once again, I'm going to put the 14 down here. And I'm going to put 2 zeros because this decimal has 2 zeros, so 618. You certainly don't have to do that. You could just get rid of those zeros, but I'm going to put the zeros in there because it makes the fraction, or excuse me, it makes this multiplication problem a little more balanced. Okay, so what you're doing is 14 times 618. Okay, and if we were going to put the columns in, it looks something like, okay, so we're going to have 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 4 is 32. We want to carry this 3. And then 8 times 1 is 8 plus 3, so that's going to be 11. Okay, now we want to get rid of that 3 so we're not confused. Then you have 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 4 is 4, and 1 times 1 is 1. Oops. Let me see, what I just erased something here. Okay, so 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. Did I? 0, 8, carry the 3, that's 11, okay. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 4 is 4, and 1 times 1 is 1. Then we're going to have 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 4 is 24, carry the 2, and 6 times 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So then it's just, we add all these up, 0, 0, 2, 5, that's going to be 2, 6, 86. Remember, there's four decimals. When we look up at this, we did 14 times 6.18. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers after the decimal. So what you do, you want to just move the decimal 4 places to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what she saved, so the decimal will go right there. She saved $86.52. Okay. So if you're going to put, like I did up here, you guys, I put the 2 zeros in there. So once you get to the bottom and you've got your answer, you want to go back and see how many places are to the right of the decimal. In this case, there's 2 zeros after the 14, and then there's the 1.8 after the 6, which is 2 more. So then what you can do when you get your answer, I got 865,200. It's just count. We always want to move the decimal to the left. So we always move to the left, and I look up at that number and see, oh, I've got 4 numbers to the left, so there's 4 decimal places. So that's why I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4. Based on up here, oops, there were 4 numbers to the right of the decimal. These 2 zeros, then the 1 and the 8. Okay, so this question basically was pretty much straightforward. Courtney saves $6.18 a week. Each week, how much will Courtney have so she saves 6.8 each week. How much does Courtney have after 14 weeks? So we know it's a multiplication problem. It's just 618, she's saving that each week, times 14 weeks. Okay, so you guys, I will go ahead and put some practice up for you guys. Remember, usually the last sentence is really going to be the indicator asking you what it wants you to do. Okay, and like I said, I suggest reading the problem first, then go back and maybe read again and just make sure you know what it's asking for. Okay, and these are multiplication problems. One thing you wanted to think about on this one, though, if you wanted to do, you certainly could. It'd be a little more time consuming. You could just do 618 plus 618 14 times, because in essence, she's saving 618 a week. But what we're doing is we're just making it a little more easier for her. We're going to multiply times a 14. Okay. So have a wonderful day, you guys. I'll see you soon.